So, welcome to another episode of Otaku Informers for you guys to stay informed about all things otaku, nerd, geek, etc. So, I'm here again with my co host Matt and Felipe, our two informers from Japan itself. So, let's jump without further ado to the main topic of this video, which is irredeemable Batgirl movie unexpectedly cancelled despite being in final stages. So this has been what a lot of people have been talking about. I have a lot of thoughts about this. I have a rant about this. I have a hot take. I have a hot take about this. So
Too many hot.
first I do want to know. First, what we knew from this movie is that Michael Keaton was going to be in it. Oh man, I forgot to bring up the picture because we did get a shot of Batgirl with Michael Keaton that leaked, and so this was supposed to be where it introduced a Latina actress to play Batgirl, and this was going to be the first live action movie Batgirl we're ever gonna get, and it was supposed to come out on HBO Max, which is an important detail because it was not supposed to be theatrical. That and Blue Beetle were not supposed to be theatrical. Blue Beetle with the kid from Cobra Kai. So, first, I'd like to have your opinion, Felipe, since I'm looking at you right now. So,
Well,
yeah.
if I remember right, wasn't that the cancellation like before the new WB buyout? Before they ever considered getting introducing some kind of a Kevin Feige figure to consolidate everything? So I think that
No, 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 no,
it
no.
feels a bit sad.
Sorry, just so that you don't give a wrong information. No, they had not planned on canceling this movie before the buyout. The cancellation of this
Yeah, they
movie.
weren't.
Yeah, okay, I thought that's what you just said. I'm sorry, misheard.
Yeah. So just double checking because I did see a video recently, briefly mentioning about that, and it seems to be like about tax money. So because of the new buyout, there's a little window where they can just write everything off and they won't be charged about tax or something like that. Where the movie like already spent like, oh, it's only $2 million or billion. I don't know, forgot much. Like, oh, I write it off because new company agreement is. It's weird. It's sad and it's weird.
Okay. Were you excited for this movie, Felipe? Were you excited for Batgirl?
Actually, yeah, because of like new actors, but also because they need to write good movies for people to care about DC. I
Mm-hmm.
think like DC had the best reputation for the longest time because of the Holy Trinity, but then these live action movies just ruined everything, and then Marvel like completely covered everything, and then WB got overshadowed. I'm like, were they again?
How about you, Matt? What did you think about this?
I'm one of those guys who are like, who's DC? Like, I couldn't care any. I don't even care 1% about DC these days. So I'm
Wow.
exactly like the guys Felipe was just talking about. I'm like, who?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when I hear Batgirl got canceled, I was like, they were making a Batgirl movie? I didn't know. I was like,
I know, right?
oh, okay.
They were making a bad
Like,
girl movie. It's crazy.
too bad, so sad.
So, I think there's one word in the title of this article that I just read out loud that is very important. Irredeemable in quotation mark, which is a direct quote of the new Warner Brothers Discovery CEO, right? And so this guy, what he did was he after officially conclude because we've known about this deal with Discovery and Warner for a while since like last year, but these deals take a long time to pass with the government. So once it officially passed, he sat down in a movie theater and he was like, "Show me all these movies that you guys have been working on that we're going to release." He watched The Flash, which he said was actually really good. He watched Black Adam. He said it was really good. And then he watched Batgirl and he said it's irredeemable. He said it's so bad, it's irredeemable. So,
Wow.
and then he has this unique opportunity if the movie makes 1 cent of money, they can no longer write it off for the tax purposes, right? So he has this unique opportunity to flush this movie and make some money back, so it's not a complete loss. And you know why? You said something interesting too, Matt. You said they were making a Batgirl movie. There was no marketing for this movie.
Yeah.
There was no hype. There was no promotion during. Sometimes when a movie is being shot, people were excited because we knew Michael Keaton was going to be in it. And Michael Keaton, people have been waiting to see him again since literally 1989 Batman, right? Or 1990. I don't know the second one when it came out. So like that was the hype. But look, like me, the way I see it is all of those people who are outraged, honestly, I think they're hypocrites because these are the same movie. These are the same people that have been saying, "Oh my God, DC is horrible. Why is DC so bad? Why are they making all of these bad movies? Like, why are they releasing Justice League? Did no one in the studio say anything? You know?" And now they're literally listening to these people and they're like, "Oh, you don't want any more bad DC movies? Okay, we're not going to release this one. It's so bad, even reshoots won't fix it." And now people are crying, but these people put months of their life in it. They should be able to see their work. What do these people want? So are we supposed to do charity movies where you're gonna release a movie because of the feelings of the people who worked on it, or do you want and if this movie came out and it is as bad as they say, it would have destroyed Batgirl character forever. Like no one would have bought a Batgirl comic. They would have been like, "Oh man, the only thing I know about Batgirl is it's a horrible movie." So my point, my point is just that we've been crying that DC has been very bad for a while, and now this guy finally wants to make it good. Give him a chance. You know, they just spent like an enormous amount. I actually didn't check the. They bought all of Warner. It might have been like $70 billion, something like that. So I understand. I understand that they canned it, and in my opinion, like if something like I'm sure we've said ourselves many times. How did no one in the studio say we can't release this? This is so bad. And now somebody actually said it. We can't release this. This is so bad. So I think it's a great thing, and I'm excited to see where DC is gonna go. I think this guy who says that Flash and Black Adam are good, I think it's a good sign because he's like, okay, so my policy, my value is that DC. We're no longer gonna back movies that we don't believe in. And I believe in Flash, and I believe in Black Adam, but I don't believe in Batgirl. I don't believe in this Batgirl movie, you know? So yeah.
Do you think that one day it might be possible for them to release whatever Snyder Cut or whatever they want to call this? You know, I don't know who the director was supposed to be, but
Exactly.
like the insert name. Do you think they might do that one day?
Yeah.
Because they have done that with the Snyder Cut. There are rumors of other like movie, like I think it was The Suicide Squad, of like extended features to make the complete picture, or even I think what's it called? When they re-released Spider-Man, I think it was uh
Way home.
Homecoming, No Way Home with the additional 7 minutes or something like that, right? They re-released that, or
It's like
even I think it was
25 minutes. Yeah, it comes out in September. So like the No Way Home Super Special Fun Edition in September, where it's
Yeah.
like
I
25
think
more
I'm
minutes.
confusing. I think I'm confusing. There was like Avengers or something, or maybe Homecoming that had extra minutes,
Yeah.
but like
No,
something
no,
that they
it
re-released.
was Far From Home. They re-released it and they brought back Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, and they were like, "You guys love seeing us, right? How about 3 extra
Oh,
minutes?"
yes, you're right. Sorry, I
Yeah.
confused the title. You said Far From Home. I said No Way Home, the most recent one. Yeah, I said Far From Home,
Oh
which
no,
was
no,
just to
no, no.
compete with
Oh my
like.
God, it was no way.
It is No Way Home.
It is no
Rashid
way
was the
home.
wrong.
I'm wrong. There's so many home that are being thrown around. Okay, so no, you're
No,
right.
but there was another movie that they did re-release, like with additional like
Mm-hmm.
7 minutes or so.
Yeah, it's
I
still
don't
there.
know
This
if I
one.
don't remember if it was Homecoming or Far From Home or an Avengers, like Infinity Wars. I think it was one of the last two Avengers because they were trying to compete for them to go over the
Avatar.
box office so they can beat Avatar. And
Yeah.
then they re-release Avatar because they're hyping up for Avatar 2 and 3. So
Yeah.
if they're doing this with basically movie theaters with DLC, I am sure they might consider one day for this Batgirl to see the light of day, or at least do like a HBO Max only down the drain where they have like enough money because they write it off, but like the footage is still there. I don't think they would destroy They might reuse something here or there.
So the only difference, I understand. You were right. Yeah, they did that with Avengers Endgame. They also did that with No Way Home because I remember the advertising with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. But the difference with these two movies is that these are movies that people loved. These are huge movies that are already proved that they were successful and that people love them. Batgirl, they've never released it because they don't think that it can be successful and they don't think that people will like it. So, and honestly, no, I don't think we'll ever see it because if it's a tax write-off, it means that if they get the money and then they release it, it's illegal, right? I mean, you can't get the money and then get the
Yeah.
profit for the movie. Um, Look, me, another thing is that I also think that honestly there's a social media hype train where people started being outraged about the Batgirl movie, and I understand it is sad for the people who worked on it, but I feel like a lot of the people who say that they hate DC then jump on the hype train of no, it's so sad for these people. I feel like it's like a social media mob where you're either with us or against us, and now everybody is jumping on this train of being sad for this Batgirl movie. But I think the reality is that first, not even the obvious argument that it's business. These people paid a lot of money to acquire these franchises, and second is just I think if something is really really irredeemable as they say, I don't see why they should release it and tarnish the brand. And they also said that I mean we'll talk about this in the next topic right after that. Actually, is there anything else that we want to say about Batgirl?
Uh, I think not. We've informed each other enough. I think that's it for this topic.
But you're right, Felipe, though. The one thing that it is sad about is that it was a Latina actress who was going to be Batgirl, who was going to be, it's very good for the diversity and everything. And I really hope that if they ever do another Batgirl movie, it has to be a Latina actress. Like, you can't just be like, oh, the Latina wasn't good enough. Let's replace her by a white girl. You know what I mean? So I understand it is sad. It's definitely sad for the people who worked on it and everything. But look, if you work on a movie and the
Yeah.
movie is terrible, it's like this is a business, you know? I'm not gonna release a cake that is poisonous because you worked hard on it. Like,
Hey, that's a good comparison there. Oh my god.
because it could poison the brand. Like they don't want to tarnish the DC brand any further than it is because people already hate it. And okay, and like let's talk also you mentioned the Suicide Squad. There was talk to do a Snyder Cut release for not the Suicide Squad but Suicide Squad, the one that was made
Yeah,
by
the first one.
yeah, the first one. And because that one like yeah, he said the studio hacked it and everything. Um, like that movie, the Suicide Squad, even though it was really really bad, like people hated it. People still gave the Suicide Squad. Well, actually, I love the Suicide Squad, but people didn't go watch it.
Yeah.
It did bad in the box office, right? Like how
Yeah.
I guess I think they were comparing to the first one and they thought it was like a sequel, soft reboot. There was something that's very unclear. There's something else that the whole DCEU isn't as clear cut as the MCU. They just kind of goes forward. It's like, oh, they're doing multiple things like the Black Label Joker. Then there's this, the new Batum.
yeah,
Anyway, we can talk about it in the next topic.
yeah,
So
sure.
I guess we informed each other.
All right, so this was our conversation about Batgirl. So you know, things are
Yeah,
complex. This
that's
is
it.
life.
And stay informed, people.